happening, guys? We're here at Signcraft Screen Printing, which is also known as SSI Decals in the motocross industry. We're gonna go get a little behind the scenes from the owner, Ian Harris, on the process it takes to make motocross graphics. Let's go. Here he is. We caught him. Hey Ian, how are you?
Bryce.
Good to see you.
You too.
So thank you for making time for us. We were just wanting to see if you could show us a little bit of the process of what it takes to actually make motocross graphics. For the people who don't know, they think you just go online, order graphics, and then it's history from there, but I know there's a lot more to it, and you know a lot about it.
Yeah, definitely. We'll go out, take a little tour of the place, show you from start to finish. Hopefully from there it'll tie in together.
Yeah, show them a little bit. So let's go and see a little bit of this process.
In 2008, we seen the need for action sports graphics and a market, not just a need, but we were making random things here just for fun and had all the capabilities to do that kind of printing. So we basically just took our parent company's name, Signcraft Screen Print Incorporated, and did an abbreviation of SSI Decals for a branding marketing leg. We operate all under the same building, so we get emails, we get online orders from our website. From there, we push it to our internal customer service reps, and they process it into our design department. And from there, that's when the whole design process starts. We'll go take a look at that right now.
All right, let's go check it out. Here we are.
So this is Kelly, Kenny, Carrie, all working in this tight little space in here. I can't wait for the day till we move to our new building and they have some more elbow room, but that'll come soon enough. So from the time we get an order, whether it's online or emailed, it goes on a schedule and gets pushed into one of these guys. We also have a couple designers next door in another art department. From that, it goes on a schedule of when to be worked on. Basically, once the order is assigned to the designer and they give their input on what they want the graphic, whether it's a dirt bike, quad, snowmobile, UTV, whatever it is. And depending on the complexity of the design and what all it entails will determine how long the process takes, how many times they get interrupted during the day. Just, there's a lot of variables that go into it, but overall, I mean, yeah, we can turn stuff around quick, but standard is 15 to 20 and even longer working days when it's a busy season. So once it's approved by the customer, you might go back and forth 3, 4, 5 times, whatever it is, make changes, colors, logos, whatever. Then it gets pushed into our print queue. Actually will be the start of the production itself.
It's a pretty cool little insight on the design. Honestly, from a racer, I've been around this family a long time, but I don't know exactly every little detail that goes into it. Definitely is a lot harder than just, emailing someone and then getting graphics like that. It's pretty cool to see a big company like this, they make time to do the decals for motocross, everything, and they get them done pretty quick. It's awesome. So we'll go to the next step. We'll follow Ian to laminating and see how that process goes.
Okay, what we have here in the laminating department, we have a clear film that's getting rolled off of this roll right here. It's a clear protectant, vinyl substrate that is getting rolled onto the white material here. Goes through 2 pinch rollers and pressure applies it over the top as it comes out. This here happens to be for a Napa transit van wrap that we're going to be doing here. But the same process is done for motocross, ATV, snowmobile, UTV graphics. All gets a clear over laminate put on to the top of it for protection. So yeah, from here, then it goes into the cutting stages, and we're almost getting the final stages done. Let's see the finished product. One of the final stages of the process for making ATV, snowmobile, UTV graphics. As you'll see here, over there, big stacks of finished material ready to be cut. So our cutter here registers on these little black dots on this sheet here, and from there cuts out the finished product. And from here it'll get matched in, and the kit will be made, and it'll go into packaging for the final stages right before shipment. This is our our shipping department. Once the finished products are brought back here, they're staged on these different shelves here and ready to be packaged for final UPS FedEx shipment. We box them up, ship daily per the customer's request, if it's overnight, 2-day, whatever the customer requires.
So just a little bit about the company. How many employees actually work here, and what other than the motocross stuff, what all do you guys do?
We have approximately 130 employees, and we run 2 production shifts. We have a whole separate screen printing division here under this roof as well, that we make OEM graphics, point of purchase graphics, big large run graphics. So we're set up to run thousands and thousands of sheets at a time. So we can go take a look at that process as well.
Yeah, let's go check that out and see what other jobs he has going there.
So this process here is the beginning stages of how the screen printing process works. We start out with a large roll, and we take it from roll form to, I think that's a 48-inch wide roll. After he's done, it's gonna go right over here to our guillotine cutter, and we're gonna trim all the edges of it and get it down to its final press sheet size, and it'll be ready then to hit the screen printing presses.
So just before we leave here, I see you have a lot of vinyl and material around here. What are some of the big companies you do stuff for? Because 120, 30, 40 employees is a big company, and you got to be doing a lot of work for somebody.
Yeah, for sure. So we've got a contract with John Deere that we produce for their enterprise worldwide, and we also have a lot of decal brokers that we work with. We have a lot of companies within the off-road market as well that we do their maybe shop stickers or their, for instance, factory connection. We do the fork decals for them. Different ATV dirt bikes, snowmobile companies. We do a lot of decals for their products. This is actually the department that I started in when I started working here. 1995, I started working here full time. I was always here as a kid, running around, working, playing, everything, but I started here full time on second shift, 1995. Drove an $800 car and worked second shift for many years and had to work my way up. I learned all the different processes and how everything worked, just so when it was time for me to take over when my mom's going to retire, that I would know every process and how it works. Mural right here was scrap decals that we donated to an art class down at a Votech Center in Elizabeth, and the kids cut them up into small pieces and made our logo out of it.
That's awesome.
As a gesture to thank us for the scrap decals and project for their semester, whatever it was. So yeah, it's a pretty cool piece of artwork for sure. So back when we did a big remodel and added on to this place in '99, they actually changed the street name out there that runs in front of our building to AJ Harley Drive, which my grandfather's name was Ambrose and his middle name was John, so they basically renamed the street AJ Harley Drive. So
that's awesome.
It's kind of a cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
We're gonna head down the street, literally about 2 blocks away, to a new facility that I purchased back. It's pushing 3 years now, but we've been in a long process of remodeling it, and we're gonna do a full relocation of our production facility down the road to that new building. To us, it was an old Honeywell sensing facility that was here since 1980, and when they shut it down, it went on the market. I purchased it with plans to move our whole facility there. So we're gonna increase our space from about 40,000 square feet to about 75,000 square feet when we move into that. Yeah, so
double in size.
Pretty close.
That's awesome. Let's go check it out. Here we are. We've made it to his new facility. Follow him. Let's see how big it is.
We've done a full remodel on the office area. We'll go up and check that out here in a minute. And this production area is much more wide open than And
like industrial, commercial.
What we have now added on to that old facility that we're in, I think 6-7 times over the years, so it's very chopped up.
Since you mentioned something about the graphic guys bumping elbows and stuff, where is their new little area?
For sure, let's check out their new office. So this will be their new home. Pretty much about quadruple the size of what they were in.
This new daily driver is.
Yeah, what's this?
This is a NHRA top fuel dragster frame. We used to do a lot of wraps and work for Clay Milliken. He's an NHRA top fuel dragster driver. His team recently just got bought a couple last year, I guess it was, by Rick Ware. So we currently don't do the graphics for Clay anymore. Clay and I go way back from when his son Dalton raced ATV motocross. So after Dalton passed, Clay reached out, asked if we wanted to be part of his team, and so we wrapped several haulers for him over the years, several top fuel dragsters. So they brought a frame here, and we would just bolt the panels on that thing, because they're all carbon fiber. So we just bolt them on, stretch the wrap out, lay it, and then you cut it on the seams, and they take it off and haul the wrap back down to their shop.
To wrap each dragster the carbon piece, and then he would take it and then
and then they just Zeus fastener them panels back onto their race car. And I think this was a race car at one time, but for now it's just basically a model for framework.
that's awesome.
So yeah, back in 14, after I raced that full season, and I still have the Pro Light truck here, and honestly, it's not legal for any of the series right now. The tubing's not quite big enough diameter. The motor's good.
At least you got the right tires, Maxxis, baby.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I have had thoughts about bringing her back to life, but honestly don't know. Yeah, it'd take a lot of work to do it. So worst case, I hang it from the rafters. It's a good showpiece.
Just put some paddles on it. Let's go to Glamis.
Yeah,
That would be lit. A V8. Whoa.
that'd be sick. Yeah.
What's crazy is how much work went into these things, because now they steel coat and steel it. So they had to hand wash these trucks, he was telling me.
Dude, it was terrible.
Like, I'm out.
Yeah, it was terrible.
We're about wrapped up with the video. Thank you to Ian for showing us his place. His company is SSI Decals. If you guys don't follow him, go follow him and hit him up for some graphics. But thank you so much for watching. If you guys could like, subscribe, comment on our videos. You know, it's really special to me for him to make time out of his busy day and do this for us. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoy the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you learned, you know, a little bit more about the process on how making graphics goes about.
You just dipped out.
Rolling in style, baby.
Mural right here was scrap decals that we donated to an art class. Made our logo out of it.
That's awesome.
As a gesture to thank us for the scrap decals and project for their semester, whatever it was. So yeah, it's a pretty cool piece of artwork for sure.